Getting back from an injury in general and a concussion more specifically, getting back to sports is the positive outcome of it, but getting back to learning, getting back to the classroom, getting back to like full brain capability, that's the main focus. As a kid, you grow up and you play sports in the backyard, you throw the game-winning touchdown, and for me, I didn't really conceptualize, going to school to be an athlete or becoming a professional athlete. That was never my goal. That wasn't something that, I strive for. My parents put a big emphasis on education and, what you're gonna do, in college and for the future, and so football was just part of that, and understanding, that a fraction of a percent of people go on to become a professional athlete. So trying to bank on that is, not necessarily what you should be doing. You should be focused on your grades and, what life can be like once you're into college and out. Cooking's definitely my passion. I got into it, I guess, just being a big kid and being hungry. Early teenage years, I really started cooking a lot more at home. I liked the process of cooking, learning about it. There is creativity there, and at some point you kind of stop following recipes and you start adding your own twist on it and your own flair. And you definitely need a little bit of a sharp mind and being able to not forget about the thing in the oven that burns, or not forget, oh, I didn't turn the grill on. Being mentally acute is definitely an important part of the cooking process. Having a brain injury that takes away from your ability to focus, your ability to do something that is of value to you is, definitely a tough thing. And you see the guys that get concussions, they're isolated. They go away for a few days or a few weeks or even a couple months in the bad cases, and you're not supposed to be around light, or you're not supposed to be around loud noises or certain stimulus. So they feel detached from the team, they feel detached from their friends, and it's not a good situation when you're already dealing with something that's affecting your mind to now be isolated. And if you're in high school or in middle school, and if you unfortunately have a concussion and it's a bad one, typically, your parents take you out of school for a week or two, and now you're not around your friends, you're not able to be part of things. You're missing school, which is really important. You're missing your friends, you're missing certain developmental things, and now you feel like you're not part of it. You're at home, you've got a headache, you don't feel good in general. It's really tough. All the studies, all the data on what isolation can do to kids from friend groups and what being ignored does to kids, and so a concussion basically forces that for a kid or for a teammate. I didn't necessarily catch on until I got to the NFL. In college, guys get concussions and, guys have head injuries and stuff, but I think you're still a little bit younger and you don't quite conceptualize what that can look like long term. I value my brain. I value, what my life looks like when I'm 70 years old. Yeah, kids, they're having fun. They're in the moment. Something happens. Oh, I'm hurt. I want it to be better. Having some sort of science and technology to take, a 3 to 4 week injury and to shorten that down to maybe just a week's worth of symptoms, like, that's a huge difference.